Good morning, guys. It's Chris from thedaxtrader.co.uk. It's the 7th of September, and this is the DAX Technical Analysis Summary. We've just done the webinar, which we have every day at 7 o'clock. If you want to come and join that, then do so by joining the Telegram broadcast channel, and you'll get the link for that in the morning. And that's recorded, but it's only available for premium members. If you want more information about that, find the links in the description below. Before we proceed with this video this morning, please read the trading disclaimer. Trading financial markets is risky. That's also in the description below. And if you like the content that we're providing here, then let us know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, or come and visit us on the website and get more information there. All right, so it's Friday, and it's been a really interesting week for the DAX. It's been a horrendously bearish week for the DAX, and as a natural bull, it kind of sucks to see. But I've been neutral for most of the week, and I've been able to buy and sell, so it's quite a liberating position to have. So where are we at the moment? We're currently trading around about 969. We've been down as far as 933 yesterday, and we opened up with a gap lower this morning, which we've started to correct the majority of. So there's a few things to pay attention to. Yesterday, I mentioned that there'd be an extension line or a measured move if we did a balance point through the middle of this zigzag here. It gives us an approximate area that price would bottom out down here at where it did at 935, 940, somewhere like that. So that's interesting. The second thing that was interesting is that we have actually reached the lower median line parallel of this particular fork. And the third thing that was interesting is that if you measure the move from this swing to that swing low, it's of a similar distance to this swing high to that swing low. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce from here. And then it's just a case of trying to figure out where that bounce might go to. All right, so first thing we can do is we can draw a fork through this A, B, and C point down here. Now, textbook, that is too early because the C point is not confirmed. So we're fishing for C, and it's not a textbook fork, but I do like that A line. You'll see there's a touch on here, and I do like that BC line because it's pretty close to what price action has done already, with this center line cutting straight through that zigzag point in the middle. It's easier to see if I remove the other one here, straight through that zigzag. So I kind of like the way that that looks. So what that means is if we were to bounce from here, we could get a situation where we have a move up towards a previous point of ignition and then a test of the lower median line parallel. That would be an opportunity to get long if it does peel away. And who knows, if it was to do that, that could be an interesting trading opportunity. As a bull, I would love to see that. But as a trader and a realist, I think that's probably unlikely. But, you know, never say never. The DAX can do surprising things. One thing that could signal that to start would be a break through this high-to-high down-sloping trend line. And then you could see something along the similar vein. So it breaks up, gets this, touches the other side, if you like, the top side of that down sloper before moving. It's another way of cutting it. But really, I'll just be using that as my signal tool to see that price is starting to break out of this bearish impulse wave. So that's one way we could cut it. If we just go and zoom in on this and have a look at a 10-minute chart, I still like how the regression channel that I've drawn from this point up here, this the top of this gap, or bottom of this gap, should I say, and I think it was that high there. We'll have to turn this arrow around. There we go. That high there. It's where I pulled the regression channel from. I like how prices stayed within that. It tagged the top, bit of a wash there, and it came back down towards this. And this kind of line of best fit in the middle, which is basically what a regression line is, has become a center line as we traditionally know it, and a multi-pivot line of sorts as well. But now, after the last 2 days at least, we're actually trading in the lower half of that channel, tagging the channel low and the center line as well. And so it's become its own self-fulfilling prophecy, really, as far as restricting price action. So I find that really, really interesting. A breakout of that could signal a directional change. But as far as a pullback is concerned, in the short term, I think that this is an area that's possible, which is around about the halfway point of this mini swing. Or more significantly, you've probably got this, which is our point of ignition, where price was slapped down yesterday And it just so happens to be that the point of control from yesterday was in that zone. So I think that that's a realistic spot. Okay, looking at the levels, here you can see that point of control is actually at 1252. The profile from yesterday is interesting in as much as there was a low volume area here, which has been zoomed. And I was talking about it in the webinar that you get one or two things happen in a low volume area. You either get zoom or it gets rejected. And I was wondering whether it was starting to show the signs of rejection here, but it was quite nice to see it just go straight through. Reaching the underside of the value area is a likely target. And there's also a little cluster of volume here from yesterday evening where the high was. It's probably going to get a revisit. It was slapped down from there yesterday. Will it happen again today? We'll find out. And any one of those high volume nodes that you can see poking out this profile could be opportunities to set as targets. If you want the other numbers, then they're here. Pause the video. All right, I won't go into all of the other charts that we did do, but I will show you this one, which is the exposed point of controls that we have. One wide bullish day could simply sweep all of those aside, but at the moment we're starting to collect a bit of an exposed POC count. So we'll see whether this continues to move to the downside or whether we do actually start to go and tag out a few of these. I think it's less likely that we wipe all of those out today, but hey, it's the DAX, never say never. The majority of my trading from yesterday came from my volume scanner and my scalping strategy. As far as the positional ones are concerned, I didn't tend to use as much of that yesterday. We had one BB RSI signal to buy, which was yesterday evening. No, it wasn't. Yesterday afternoon. It's because I've zoomed in. I was wondering why I couldn't see it, which was down here as a buy. All right. But the signals themselves were pretty good. There were a few different opportunities yesterday. I only take one at a time, although there are a lot of arrows here. It just helps me if I've missed an opportunity, telling me that I can still get into it. But if I try and get in at the beginning of the move, I only have one position open. So an example would have been this one here. Get out on a flip or a reverse. And there are loads of opportunities yesterday to get in and out. Took a few of those. And the volume scanner was also pretty good yesterday as well. Both of these tools are only included in my Sierra Charts chart book. I don't have it built for MetaTrader or NinjaTrader or TradeStation or Pro Realtime or any of that stuff. It's only for Sierra Charts. But if you're a gold member, then you get access to this chart book and you can have the formulas for it as well. It's a really great little tool that I've developed. I like it a lot. All right, so that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for today. As far as the news is concerned, it's worth just mentioning that yesterday, China was warning the US of an escalation in the trade conflict and wants to initiate further countermeasures if necessary. Also, surprisingly, significantly lower orders coming out from German industry, which is causing a bit of a damper on the market. But really, the increase in nervousness among traders is mainly caused by the international trade conflict and the currency crises in some of the emerging markets. And of course, Donald Trump's tweets. But that brings us to current, and we've got about 10 minutes before the IB forms. So we're going to be taking a look now at a few of the breakout type strategies, and then we're going to jump straight into the Friday trading session. I hope you have a great day. We'll be back again on Monday. If you want to come and join us in the webinar, we'll be here at 7. Come and join the broadcast channel to get the link for that. And have a nice weekend, guys. Take care. See you later.